Hello, welcome to Edo 11. Today I will discuss about RA 9293. So, let's begin. What is RA 9293? So, RA 9293 is an act amending certain sections of RA 7836, otherwise known as the Philippine Teachers Professionalization Act of 1994. So, basically, if RA 7836 amended PD 10006 or improved PD 10006, RA 9293 tried to improve RA 7836, or what we know as Philippine Professional Teachers Professionalizing Act of 1994. So let's start. So what are the amendments done by RA 9293? So, first one, section 1. So, in section 1, it highlighted section 15 or RA 7836, section 15 amendments. So, here, in terms of qualification requirements of applicants, first, here it is stated that no applicant shall be admitted to take the examination unless on the date of the filing of the application he shall have complied with the following requirements. So again, you will not be allowed to take the board exam if on the day of the board exam you weren't still able to comply the requirements. So what are the requirements mentioned here? First, you must be a graduate of hmm, any school, college, or university recognized by the government and possesses the minimum uh, educational qualification. So, of course, you will be able to, you need to graduate from a university na recognized talaga ng CHED. So, di yung university na para ikaw lang yung nakakaalam, Fisher's University or whatever university is it or school is it na di-recognize ng CHED. So, dapat dun tayo sa legal. So, next, dapat license yun yung school mo to operate for you to take the board exam. Next. So, second requirement, for teachers in preschools, a bachelor's degree in early childhood education or its equivalent. So, if you wanted to become a preschool teacher, a kindergarten teacher, you must have an early childhood degree. You must have a degree in teaching, major in early childhood teaching, if you wanted to teach in that specific level. Next, for teachers, if you are elementary teacher, you must have a degree in elementary education or any equivalent. For teachers in secondary grades, you must have a bachelor's degree in secondary education or with a major or minor or degree in arts and sciences with at least 18 units. Again, if in RA 7836, ano siya, sabi niya, 10 units lang, okay na. Si RA 9293, binalik niya sa 18 units. You should take 18 units of Prof Ed for you to become a secondary teacher. So, next, for teachers of vocational 2 years, or if you wanted to become tested teacher, you must have at least 18 units. So, the same thing. 18 units dapat, regardless if you are a secondary teacher or a vocational teacher. If you are not an education graduate, you should have at least 18 units of Prof Ed. So, next amendment, Section 2. RA 9293 amended Section 28 of RA 7836. What is there? The registration and exception. So here, according to Section 2, no person shall engage in teaching or act as a professional teacher as defined in this act, whether in preschool, elementary, or secondary level unless you are a duly registered professional teacher and a holder of a valid special or temporary permit. You are not allowed, according to 9293, to teach or be called a professional teacher if you haven't taken or passed or registered yourself as a professional teacher. Okay? Or even if you don't have permits, special permits or temporary permit, you are not called a professional teacher and you should not engage in teaching. However, upon approval of the application and payment of the prescribed fees, the certificate of the registration and professional license as professional teacher shall be issued without examination as required in this act. Qualified applicant who is a holder of certificate of eligibility issued by the Civil Service Commission. So if you have a certificate of eligibility from the Civil Service Commission, you are not uh you're not already uh required to take the exam as long as you get to pay for the fee, certificate of registration, and the likes. Pwede na siya. Next, a registered professional teacher with the National Board for Teachers under the DEX pursuant to 10 PD 10 0016 10006. Okay, so it means that even if meron kasi yung iba before na since licensure examination was not required before, though yung basis nila para makatake ng exam or para makapagturo sa public sector or government is because of the civil service eligibility or civil service examination. So if you will pass the civil service, it's like an equivalent to having a professional, what they call this one, professional license. So before teaching was required to be taken with examination for you to become professional, na meron ng civil service. So maaari kang di na mag-take ng exam kapag may civil service certificate of eligibility ka na. So this is only concerned or true to those people in the previous time. So we also have here professional teachers who have not practiced their profession for the past 5 years. Di ka nakapagturo ng 5 years. You need to take at least 6 units of pedagogy, the way of teaching, and 6 units of content courses, so equivalent of 12 units. So you will take refresher courses, 12 units. And these are the list of courses provided by the Department of Education before you will be allowed to practice your profession again in teaching. Next, however, if di ka papalaring pumasa ng exam, you can still be given a chance to take or to teach in a public school. Granted that your rating is not lower than 5% points from the passing general rating. Example, if 70% yung passing, dapat 69.5. Okay, yung almost there, 0.5 na lang, 5 points na lang, or 60%, 65%. Okay, if ever, your score, even if you did not pass, but not lower than 5% point from the passing of the general average, you will be considered as para teacher. So you will be given a 2-year special permit, renewable for a non-extendable period of 2 years. So pwede mo yang ma-renew ng 2 years. So si para teaching. Okay, but again, you need to take your board exam and pass and get your license. So you be really qualified then as professional teacher, not only as para teacher. So para teachers, where should they be assigned? They will be assigned to areas where shortage or absence of a professional teacher is identified, given by the Department of Education, and of course in the ARM or the Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao Education Department. And they will be given again a special permit which indicate the area of their assignment. So, sila yung binabala sa mga bulubunduking area. A special permit, what is a special permit? May also include or be issued by the board to a person who has excelled and gained international recognition and is widely acknowledged expert in his or her respective field of specialization. So even if you are not a teacher by profession, but then again you excelled in your field, you can be given a special permit by the board or PRC or the board for teachers. It's because uh again you excelled in your field, you are an expert in your field and so on. Sana all. Char. Section 3 amendments done by RA 9293. So, transitory provision. A special permit with a validity of 3 to 5 years issued to para teachers by the board before the effective date of this act shall be allowed to expire based on the period granted. So, if you were given a special permit, diba remember, special permit should expire only for 2 years. But if you have a special permit before this act na mag-expire 3 to 5 years, you will be allowed to still have that special permit until 3 to 5 years, until its expiration, provided that only special permit with validity of 3 years may be renewed upon expiration for an extendable period of 2 years. So, only 3 years lang yung pwede pang mag-renew. Pero yung si 5 years, di na siya papayagang mag-renew. Kasi same eh. 3 years, additional 2 years, 5 years. Si 5 years, unfair naman kung bibigyan siya ng another 2 years. So, magiging 7 years yung service niya. Next, reference to the term. So this time, Department of Education, Culture, and Sports is now called Department of Education. So it was in RA 9293 wherein DEX or from Department of Education, Culture to Department of Education, Culture, and Sports, then it will then be called as Department of Education. Galing-galing! Separability clause. If any reason, any section of the provision of this act or application of such section, to any person or circumstance is declared unconstitutional or invalid, no other section or provision shall be affected thereby. So if there is a person affected by a person who is under this act will be affected, walang kinalaman si Act or RA 9293. So repealing clauses, all laws, decrees, circulation, administrative orders, rules, issuances are thereby repealed and modified accordingly. So because of this act, those mentioned sections are then being changed. Mhm. And last one, effectivity. This act shall take effect upon approval. Approved April 2, 2004 under the presidency of President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. And this is RA 9293, wherein DepEd was now then called DepEd. Thank you very much.